Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. We are in this super stadium for a super club, truly one of the iconic buildings of 21st century sport, the Allianz Arena. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because there are good players everywhere you look around this surface, and that's a fine start in itself.
Tries a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Oh, he's in! Shapes to shoot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, he knows he has the ability to put this exactly where he wants. He'll always back himself.
Beckham! It's a foul there right on the edge of the box. And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. This is a great chance to take a lead. This certainly looks happy. Beckham! And he's lifted it over. Ronaldinho. Cruyff. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Oh, shooting chance! Missed by a fraction. Forward it goes. Messi. Zico. Ronaldo decides to play it back. Cut out in the nick of time. There's a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Luis does well there, alert. Zico. Ronaldinho. And it's Cruyff. And it's been taken straight back. No foul, says the referee. Ronaldinho. Big chance! Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He'll fancy himself from here. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game. Promising one. Roberto Carlos! Rising over the bar. Cruyff. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Yeah, and it's been like a breath of fresh air to their attack. I think that switching of flanks has finally created a new and for me, much more dangerous dimension.
Messi is fouled. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. Fabinho. Beckham. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Rivaldo. Chance to break. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Luis gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Had a great opportunity to open the scoring here. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Roberto Carlos! It's broken loose. It's one! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Zico. Rivaldo. He's got through. Well played, he saw that coming. Beckham. It's an entertaining game, this. Both teams have had chances, but it is still 0-0. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, good take in a good area.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Just brushed off the ball there. Just ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And that's been won straight back. Rivaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Pella! Oh, the ball's come loose. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Messi's cross. It's come loose. And it's half-time here. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we're off again. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? João Cancelo. Casemiro. David Luiz. Ronaldinho. João Cancelo. Romario. Fabinho. Ronaldinho.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Rivaldo has got himself a free kick. And a real chance to break the deadlock. Casemiro! Just too high. Ronaldo gets it back. Yeah, he's fouled him there. João Cancelo. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And here's Romario. Roberto Carlos. Has a pop! It's off target and by quite a way.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
João Cancelo. Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. Ronaldinho. It's a brilliant interception. And the counter is on. Has he found his man? Done very well to intervene. João Cancelo. And it's Messi. Messi, can he get through? Now surely! Oh, that is lovely foot. And Romario! That has certainly tested the keeper.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Has gone out. Ronaldinho. Messi. Messi not easily shrugged off the ball. Battles to win it back. Hoists it forward. Victor hits it back. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Either side really getting hold of the ball.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
And it's Romario. Messi. Casemiro.
As scoreless games go, I'd be happy to see this one carry on a bit longer because it's had great honesty and hard work and total commitment. As for a possible winner, I'm still not predicting.
Romario! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Romario is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Ronaldinho. And it's played forward. Could try cutting inside here.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Cuts it out. And that's it. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. It's goals. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even.
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make it terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Disappointing finish in the end.
Look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Zidane. Van Basten! There's an early warning shot across the bow. In comes the delivery. Beckham can't get the better of his opposite number. Cruyff loses his balance and loses the ball. Ronaldo! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked. Ronaldo! That's offside, yes it is. Zico. And it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Iniesta, this is promising. Cruyff. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And it's played forward. Van Basten. Fabinho. Cruyff drives it forward. And it's Van Basten. Ronaldo. Goes for it! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Decent looking ball. Ronaldo! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Zico. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now can he finish? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And it's Zico. Nedved. Nedved is on a run down the left wing. Forward it goes. Luis plays it forward. Played out to the right. Cruyff tries to get it forward quickly. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Well played, he saw that coming. Van Basten. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Kolarov. Mbappe. Fabinho. Van Basten. It's come loose. Cruyff. And it's Van Basten. Zico hoists it forward. Mbappe. Right through the middle. Big chance! Fabinho goes looking.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable.
He'll try from distance. This is gone, that's a foul. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ah, he's given it away. Shoots! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Referee's had a look. He's blown his whistle for half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks and have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So we're already into the second period. No score in the first half. It's Van Basten! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That was great pressure to force the initial error, Peter. It's the perfect example as to why this is a favourite tactic of a lot of teams these days.
David Luiz. Cruyff. And it's Van Basten. Nedved. Messi. Kolarov does well to read it and intercepts. Cruyff. Cruyff brings the ball forward. Zico. Had a shot. Oh, that was no routine save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Cafu tries to get it forward quickly. A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Always going over the top.
Beckham cannot really be faulted for having a go. He's usually more capable.
Zico drives it forward, and it's Messi. Iniesta is the guilty party there. Cruyff gets wrestled off the ball. Cruyff has got himself a free kick. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Chances coming thick and fast. It's another set piece. Nedved. He's played him through. Gets away from his opponents. He's one-on-one, surely! Lloris demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten. Cruyff. Cruyff not easily shrugged off the ball. Messi. And it's played forward. And it's Zico. Zico has been caught there, it's a foul. Fabinho. And it's Van Basten. Zidane. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, good interception. Beckham. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Loose ball, who's going to get there?
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Get a throw in. Ibrahimovic. Iniesta. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Ibrahimovic really drove at the heart of that defence. Incisive, quick, but not clinical. Well, it seems obvious that the plan is to try and get their passing game going again, but not with that lack of quality.
And it's Batistuta. Oh, he's broken through. Hits one! Oh, that's incredible! And that's got to be it! That has got to be it! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Batistuta showed real composure then. I mean, how often do you see a player do everything right until he gets into the box, only to completely kind of fluff the finish? Not him.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Surprise, surprise. He just keeps on delivering, and listen, we all expect that.
Beckham.
There's only one word for this. It's baffling. That team needs to figure out where the ball needs to be, and it's not there. I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Deep into stoppage time. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Beckham. And that is that. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, but that was enough. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found it.
We're on the way. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Andres Iniesta. He's someone who just seems to be...
Has a hit! And it's a goal! The ideal start! What about that, Jim Beglin?
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Beckham tries to get it forward quickly. Zidane. Out to the right. Beckham. Nedved drives it forward. Chance to break. He's through. Shot at goal! Really well taken goal. And that really is so impressive.
I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Hoists it forward. Done very well to intervene. That has put a stop to that. Well to be a throw-in. And it's played forward. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Zico. Ball's gone out of play. Cruyff battles to win it back. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Maldini. Forward it goes. Now it's Cruyff. It's a promising ball. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Cafu. Mbappe goes looking. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Ball's out once more. It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Well, it was certainly an acrobatic effort. I mean, it was probably the best option for him, but they're never easy to pull off.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, he knows he has the ability to put this exactly where he wants. He'll always back himself.
Beckham! Rising over the bar. Zidane. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Gets away from his opponents. It's a fine challenge, and it goes his way. Iniesta. Well positioned to make that interception. He's got away. Cruyff. Just brushed off the ball there. Hoists it forward. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And it's Messi. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Kolarov tries to get it forward quickly. And here's Van Basten. Towering header! No, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
It's being played forward. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Fabinho. Beckham. Iniesta goes looking. Maldini. Nedved. Van Basten. And it's played forward. Ronaldo goes on a charge down the left.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Cruyff. Forward it goes. Beckham. Cristiano Ronaldo. Mbappe drives it forward. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at Ronaldo! Sticks it away! And the game is well and truly turned on its head!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries.
There really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
He hits it! Just couldn't stay down for him.
Van Basten certainly displayed his fine technique, but the keeper was never really in trouble.
Luis tries to get it forward quickly. A real chance if he can get through. Zico goes looking. And it's Van Basten. Now it's Van Basten. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Teller cuts it out, and the counter is on.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Cristiano Ronaldo hoists it forward. Has he picked him out? Nedved, who's set up 1 goal so far. It's a brilliant interception. Now a chance to break, and it's Cruyff. Can't get the better of his opposite number. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. He's through the middle. Kolarov. Messi. Oh, it's Van Basten. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Mbappe. Maldini. Back into the middle. Keeper has beaten it away.
There's a real appetite from them to...
Has a goal! He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. There aren't many who'd be prepared to wind up a shot from this far out. And the shot! Oh, would have been game, set and match.
Marcelo really did let them off the hook. They could have wrapped it all up.
And it's played forward. Cruyff. And it's Messi. And he's made sure that that won't get through.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Van Basten.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Tries a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Ronaldo gets it back. It's a loose ball.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Almost there, and the players can feel it. Cristiano Ronaldo. Come back to the keeper. Cafu. Iniesta. And that's it. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about handling...
So off we go then. Iniesta hoists it forward. And it's Messi. And here's the chance to counter.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Beckham. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo going through. Pillar! He scored!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looks the harder thing to do.
Zico. Zidane. Forward it goes. First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Nedved. Beckham drives it forward. He spotted the run and played him through. Oh, he's broken. Pillar! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Iniesta tries to get it forward quickly. Zico. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Cruyff. Cristiano Ronaldo. Iniesta very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full-contact contest.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Nedved. Now it's Van Basten. Cruyff. That has put a stop to that. And that has put paid to that.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
And it's Cruyff. Cruyff pings it out wide. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Marcelo goes on a run down the left wing, and it's played forward. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Well, that's a foul, free kick's been given. Kolarov plays it forward. Van Basten. Ronaldo. And the shot! Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Zidane. Mbappe tries to get it forward quickly. Ronaldo. Kolarov cuts it out. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Fabinho. He's got away, and Cruyff! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Cruyff sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Beckham shoots! Hoists it forward. Nedved. Oh, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Maldini. Sergio Ramos. And the whistle goes for half-time. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. So, we reach the halfway point.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
So, both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half. But the score at half-time is 1-1. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Ronaldo! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Strong punch. In and shoots! He's got away. Keller. And he's one-on-one, surely! Hefty challenge, but fair enough. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Di Maria! Oh, that's a fine save!
Di Maria simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Cafu. Get a throw in. Iniesta, a scorer already in the game. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Piqué. Ronaldinho. Mbappe. Ronaldo! He's done very well to get to that.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Maldini. Just brushed off the ball there.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Iniesta. Beckham. And it's played forward. Oh, good interception. Bale goes looking. Marcelo. There's the through ball. Beckham. Rivaldo. And it's Di Maria. Fabinho. Beckham. Van Basten. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Fabinho. Forward it goes. He's made sure that that won't get through. Di Maria. Had a shot. A real chance and a real let-off.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Iniesta.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game...
And Batistuta! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
João Cancelo. João Cancelo drives it forward.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
It's a loose ball.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Cannavaro. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. They are right into last. Batistuta! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Batistuta just couldn't steer it on target. Everything else was up there.
Fabinho. Let down by a lack of accuracy. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
Well, I don't think either manager can have any complaints, really, because nobody quite pushed for the winning goal, and it always lacked that spark.
So we head for the final act. It will be penalties. Right on the edge. Feel the moment. Batistuta will go first. And he's found the net.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Ronaldo with eyes on the prize. Coolly done, one each.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
So, the second man in line. Keeper's read that beautifully.
Well, that's great concentration from the keeper and a wonderful save.
Di Maria will take their second. Oh, no! The third man in the queue. Coolly does it.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
The third man in the queue. Dispatched emphatically.
Well, it's never easy to step up and take a penalty, but he slotted that home with authority.
He steps up to take the fourth penalty. And he puts it away.
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed the keeper.
Ronaldinho, perhaps the man you would pick for this moment. Oh, it's off the bar!
Oh, I feel for him. It looked like placement precision.
Ibrahimovic steps up, this to seal it. And he delivers! Shootout winners. It is such a compelling way to win, compelling and cruel, but they were so composed under pressure, and that was the difference.
Well, what a way to finish a long, hard match. Those players can be really proud of their effort to have come out on top. That was far from easy.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.